So I actually told Chris, I sent him a video of the BMW running, and he came over to listen to it, and look at him now.
Yeah, well, you know, if I keep at it, we'll be able to listen to it.
Yeah, eventually we'll get it. Chris is back, helping me with more electrical wizardry. He's extending the little plug that goes into the heater control valve Johnny that I've never seen on any other car except for this BMW. So make an extension for that. I made this bracket that you can't see now because it's painted black. I also cut open the back of the shifter location just to give me a little more room. It was touching. Now it shouldn't be a problem. And you guys are all up to date on what's going on with the engine and transmission. I did have a conversation with Chase Bays today through email. I asked them if there was a phone number I could call, and they said they don't have the staff to answer phones. So I had an email conversation, and they said that they don't have the fitting that I need, basically. So they offered me to send them back the clutch line and the bleeder line, and they would refund me. I'm not going to do that. I ordered the right fitting on eBay, because if I send them back the line to get a refund, I'm going to spend money and more time to buy another line. So I just bought an adapter fitting, so whenever that gets here. But I did find this piece. This piece is from the factory Camaro clutch line, and all it does is move that same connection from inside the bell housing to out here. And this was on the trans when I mocked it up, so I'm probably gonna put the trans in, and then I can just get the clutch line and push it in there. So that's where we're at with that. You guys saw me make the oil line. I put fluid in the transmission. I'm actually in better shape now than I was before. Do work, Chris.
Yeah, I want to make this a nice length, but we only have one color wire, so I'm marking them with dots, purple
Dots.
That way I can harness this up, get it snugged in there, and then just make everything the right length. No point in making it custom and then having extra.
How long are you gonna hang out?
I'm probably going to finish this up and
yeah, because you said you weren't going to hang out, and then you were hanging out.
BMW project.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say,
one does not simply
we could put the motor in. Anyway, just wanted to give a little update. I'm pretty far behind on videos. Actually, I'm right about where the progress is about the same. Because we took several steps forward and then several steps back. All right, we're gonna loom this up. Thank you.
So close, just a whole bunch of wires and put the engine back in, the exhaust and the fuel lines and
all the wire harness again.
Yeah. Part two.
It's better this time.
Yeah. solder that one up, shrink it, and then I can get more comfortable.
You're not comfortable?
Huh?
You're not comfortable?
I'm a whiner.
You know, you could unplug it and literally take that wherever you want.
Didn't I just say that?
Trying to get the good view here.
Oh, yeah, this is where all of YouTube teaches me how to solder.
Yeah.
You're doing it wrong. I'm not doing it with the end of the tip because the tip is dirty and it doesn't work.
Don't even bother explaining. People are still gonna be like,
yeah, I know. You solder like a child. You say solder wrong. It's solder. Soldiering on with the soldering.
That's not true because my videos get like 2 comments and it's all my friends. Going, cool, man. I saw the same thing on Facebook 3 weeks ago.
There we go. Finally getting some heat into this wire.
It's because you're not using the tip. I got a sponge. You want a sponge?
Huh?
I got a sponge. There's like,
this is the fanciest setup I've ever used for soldering in my life, Ralph.
There's actually a full-on kit there.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. There is.
Let me get some water on.
I'm not used to this fancy stuff you got here. I got a old Radio Shack 45 watt pen. No idea what temperature it is. I totally should have let that joint cool down before I slid the whatever.
It's over. It looks like it's over it. You want to use the heat gun?
Oh yeah, Dyson heat gun. It's the new model. This works quite well. Yeah, go ahead.
Where are the other ones at?
You know what? Let's just wait till the end.
Okay.
We'll wait till the end. We don't need to dick this up. Yeah, look at that. See? That's your wire guesstimation.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Have at it. Ralph's Garage is now accepting donations for a heat gun.
Via Dogecoin only.
Yeah.
I only accept Dogecoin. The most fun part of this is the insane angle that it takes to get it in the car. You gotta go like, because the oil pan has to clear this. Well, Chris just rolled out. He stayed long enough to help me get the motor back in. It's all bolted in. I'm gonna keep going with getting things reconnected. Pretty happy to have it back in. Hopefully I can get that clutch line fitting in soon. And it's a good thing I had that little stock Camaro piece that allows me to put the motor back in and still be able to access that to put the clutch line in. So I'm just gonna get back to work and yeah, get some stuff done. Alright guys, new day. Out here getting a chance. I'm getting some gardening work done. But got a chance to come out and work on the BMW a little bit. And I got the fitting that I need to fit into the Camaro transmission. So I'm gonna go ahead and install the clutch line. And I'm gonna finish reinstalling the exhaust, the Y pipe and all that, because I had to take that stuff off. You know, when I took the motor back out. So let me get this fish down in there. You're not going to be able to see much of this. Doesn't feel like it's fitting. Oh, you know what? Oh, man. Oh. Okay. That's not good. We may have to pull the engine and transmission again. Let me get up top. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Take 3 on this, probably. So here's the slave cylinder, and I test fitted in here, but I forgot I had that adapter. So this fits in there. So I need to pull the trans. I need to pull the motor to fit this. It's very, very frustrating. Okay. I've done a whole bunch of stuff and I didn't record it. I got the clutch pedal in, and I got the clutch line hooked up to the master cylinder here. I have the other end of the clutch line run down here, and it's just kind of hanging under here. Yeah, it's hanging right there. I'm waiting for the right adapter to show up. FedEx said that they should be delivering it today. So while I wait for that, I just started working on getting the heater hoses run. These are probably the like messiest part of this swap is these heater hoses, but I'm hoping that I can kind of tuck them under here and clamp them in. So that's what I'm working on. I'm just routing them over to the valve that I installed on this end, and then they have to go along here, and one of them gets teed in here, the other one will turn in, and then it will continue to like whatever I do for a coolant reservoir. I have this this is like a BMW coolant reservoir I got on Amazon. I don't know if I'm going to use this or not. We'll see. As of right now, I'm not sure how I'm going to fit that, but I have to figure something out. So I'm just going to keep going with routing these lines here. I'm trying to make it look relatively neat, but it is it's tough to get this to look good. You know, there's just 3 big floppy lines that have to go down in here. So my plan is to strap them to this metal cowl piece that goes here once I kind of get them laid out where they go. So that's what I'm working on. I just wanted to bring you in because I didn't want to do too much work, you know, off camera and then just come in and be like, oh, hey, my motor swap's done. But anyway, I'm going to get back to work. I'll set you on time-lapse mode and I'll fill you in a little later. All right, guys, a little bit of an update here. I got the coolant lines kind of run the way that I'm gonna have them. I'm missing a few parts, so just bear with me. But I got them strapped up using these P-clamps. I'm gonna add 2 more P-clamps right here to hold it like that. So the coolant line is gonna come up, you know, it comes up like that. It goes here. This is the valve, the coolant valve. This is just kind of for mock-up, this piece here. I need to get a couple more lines, but I'm going to do a 90 out of the back of here down to a 90, and then it's going to come up and then 90 into here, and then this one is sort of in place. I'm gonna trim a little bit off of this just so that it's like more straight, because it looks kind of, you know, it's like whoop whoop whoop. So I'll trim this in a little bit. This is just a rough fit, but I think I like it. I like the way it's looking. I'm gonna take this cowling piece off and I'm gonna mount the other 2 P-clamps there. So this will be held more in place like that. Yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. And FedEx stopped by a few minutes ago and they dropped off a package, and inside is my fitting that I need for the clutch. So I'm gonna climb under the car and put this fitting in. It's gonna be tight under there. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see anything, but I'll try. Just gotta get another wrench. Okay, it's snapped in place. You kind of see there's the fitting. Right there. Yep. Sweet. I did a whole bunch of stuff off camera again. Buddy of mine stopped by and we were just kind of hanging out and test fitting things. So it looks like a lot. The radiator's mounted in. The upper radiator hose, lower radiator hose. I got these lines running here. I put riv nuts in up here to hold these hoses with these P-clamps. We were trying to figure out where to put the coolant reservoir. Where did that go? Up here. Yeah, so we were trying to figure out where to put the coolant reservoir, and we put the hood on to make sure that we're not like above where the hood line's going to be. I don't know if I'm going to use this one. It doesn't seem all that convenient to place somewhere, so we're thinking somewhere back here like this. I'm not really sure. I don't think I'm going to end up using this tank, so I haven't figured it out yet, but it is looking more complete. Mostly like this is all one piece, headlights and everything, so it's literally just kind of sitting there. There's not even any hardware on it. Yeah, so this is like the most complete that it has looked ever. So anyway, what I'm gonna do now is bleed the clutch, since I got that fitting installed. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some brake fluid in the reservoir and start bleeding the clutch, and hopefully it feels like a clutch. We'll see. The clutch feels all right. I won't know until I can drive it, but I don't have a drive shaft, so, and the coolant system's not done. But it looks like that fitting worked perfect for me. I just got the brakes bled, clutch is bled. They feel okay. Obviously, I'll know for sure once I can drive it, but the cooling system needs to be done before I can do that. And I'm also waiting on a drive shaft. So what I got is, I got this reservoir. I'm gonna try and make this work, at least for now, just to get me on the road until I can find one that kind of fits in better. And I'm thinking I'm gonna kind of put it like this here somehow. I think it'll do for now. I'll probably end up changing this in the future, but like I said, for now, I just want to really get this thing kind of rolling and get a cooling system done so I can idle it for more than a few minutes. So I'm just working on making a bracket to hold this in place, and I'm going to try and use these two bolts that I had the heater valve bolted to before I moved it to up here. So I'm going to try and come off of here with a bracket that I can use to hold this, kind of like that, right in that area. All right, guys, I'm back with a little update. I got this bracket made, and the paint was here drying, so that's all done. I'm gonna be pulling that off, and I'm gonna basically be mounting this reservoir kind of here. I know it looks kind of dumb, but it's gonna get me going for now, and I can come up with a better solution later on. I got my hose routing pretty much all done. So I got to go through and put hose clamps on all these spots. I think I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 hose clamps to put on. I ordered I ran out of hose clamps the right size, and I didn't want to use like bigger ones and just not have them fit right. So I went and I ordered one of these kits on Amazon, and it came with a whole bunch of them. So hopefully I'll have enough to get the job done. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to take all this apart and get everything hose clamped. And I'm going to get this bracket installed. And yeah, you guys can watch along as I do this. We'll just get you mounted in an okay position. Alright guys, I'm going to call it for the night. I got the heater hoses all buttoned up. I sort of got this. I'm not really happy with the steam vent line. I got it going here around. I got this plastic tee because that's what I had. I'm probably going to look to change that out. And then it goes under the intake manifold here, pops out here, comes up, goes into this reservoir. This is some BMW reservoir I got off of Amazon. Mounted up there. I put water in the system. I don't have a belt on the water pump, and I also don't have power steering lines. So I'm kind of dead in the water with that. I can't really slap a belt on it, you know, without the power steering lines, because I don't want to run that empty. And the power steering lines are on back order, so I don't know when that's going to happen, but it's looking good. It looks like a mostly finished engine bay. The good news is the clutch is bled and the brakes are bled, so that's good. And from what I've seen, I've been looking down here, I haven't seen any kind of major leaks with all these lines that I made. All these connections here are dry, so that's good. There's a little bit of water here because I filled the engine with water. I took the upper radiator hose off, filled it through that, and then I filled the excess in the reservoir here. So anyway, that's going to be it for right now. I don't know where I'm going to cut the episodes up at. I've been kind of really bad at filming, and I've just been kind of hammering away with getting stuff done. So for now, that's going to be it. I'll catch you guys in the next one, or the video is going to continue. I don't know. Either way, make sure that you're liking, make sure that you're subscribing, and stay tuned for more.
Yes. Yo, it is coming down. We left at the right time, or he finished at the right time. Holy crap. It is coming down. Woo! Jesus. Alright, I'm putting this down. Oh, this looks like a traffic jam. Oh, fun. What'd you do to me, Ralph? What'd you do to me? Jesus. People forget how to drive when it rains.